What up, 2X gang? What up, 2X squad? It's your girl, Monty 2 Times up in here, and welcome to the Midnight Hour with Monty 2 Times. Now, before we get to the top of this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell for future notifications channel if you are on YouTube, or if you want Anchor, just hit the follow button, or if you're on Apple Podcasts, just hit the I think it's follow or subscribe. I'm not really sure. I haven't posted a podcast in a while on the podcast portion of Apple. So, yeah. So, yes, you have read the topic of this video, of this podcast episode. I am talking about why I love IML Academy, also known as in the modern world forex. Now, before I talk about this topic, I want to say this: forex, aka foreign exchange, is not a scam. I repeat that: foreign exchange is not a scam. It is a legit trading service where you can make or lose money depending on how much lot size that you use, and you can learn about it with or without having to pay a shit ton amount of money. Now, I'm not sure if you're watching this on YouTube. I used to have a video called Forex in 5 minutes, or if anybody follow me on my Instagram and seen multiple videos of me making what is Forex in 5 minutes, or back then I used to have my highlights say Forex. My God, I'm gonna just be honest here. Yeah, I did make a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, I did make a lot of money. I made a lot of money from trading and bringing people in. I revealed it. The forbidden word. I recruited people in. That is the people in IML's most avoidable word, because they know that what they're doing is recruiting base, and they don't want nobody to know what their real intentions are. So, let's get to it. I joined IML around May 2020 during the beginning of the pandemic. I'm not even gonna hold you. When that happened, high-key everybody was just taken advantage of. Either we were being taken advantage of by people who just wanted money by recruiting people, and people were taken advantage of because of the current situation that we still live to this day. But at the time, it was really, really bad. I'm talking people didn't have any jobs, no money, unless if they got the PUA. And that PUA, oh my goodness, I miss that. I will honestly give anything to get PUA back, because, oh child, PUA. If you had PUA, you was living a life. Like, I remember when I first got my PUA and that deposit hit, and I saw how much money I got, I said, oh shit. It was amazing. Like, so if you hear that sound again, that's just me hitting my pen. Good old CBD. So yeah. I joined around May 2020, and I'm not even gonna hold you. At first, I thought, this isn't that bad, because I hear everybody talk about Forex this, Forex that. You can make money from the comfort of your own home. When I first heard about that shit, I'm like, that screams scammy. Like, this is scam energy. Because, look, I got scammed before. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, check out the video about me getting scammed. I should pin it somewhere in the video. If not, just look for it. But yeah, I had talked about my experience of me getting scammed, uh, and the bitch that did it resulted into me getting my account taken down. But at the time, I was young and stupid and naive, so I know just never again. So, so sorry. So what made me convince me that this shit is that forex is actually legit. I watched my friend who, I went to high school with. He was known as one of the brokest people out here. He used to always ask people for $1. This man went from asking people for money to making money. That's how I know, holy shit, this shit real. Because mind you, this man from high school really didn't have a lot of money, and now he making money. So that's how I knew. And then like all my high school mates from Upper Derby High was doing it, and and then some people from my college whose names I'm not going to reveal, and I'm not going to reveal the college I go to because some people are crazy, do it. So I signed up, and then I did it, and the team I signed up for, and yes, I'm revealing names because fuck y'all. So I joined Cream Team, and Dynasty. Now Dynasty, the person who was in charge at the time, he's a nice guy. He's a sweetheart. If you're listening to this, you know who you are. I'm happy that you were successful in life. I know we lost contact with each other. I hope that you're doing well, and you're doing amazing success. Like he and his girl, I think they were in charge of Dynasty. They were the nicest people. They weren't disrespectful or anything. But the other leaders in Dynasty and Cream Team, we'll get to it. So, yeah. So when I joined, because my friend at the time signed me up, I'm not gonna lie, I said this. Yeah, I wouldn't have signed up or learned about IML if that person didn't sign me up. However, I did know about forex beforehand. So I've been in that company for almost a year. I did that job throughout half of my half of my sophomore year. Then I left over the summer. Now, I'm not gonna hold you. During like the early beginnings of it, I actually liked it. I actually like making money from there. Forex funded and all that. Just the part that was just so annoying was joining the calls, like those damn Zoom calls where they just talk about the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. I'm just like, what the fuck is the point of this call? And then when people complain about it, they always like trying to, manipulate people in IML to make it seem like, the calls are so important. And they usually had us take notes and all that, and if you didn't take notes, they will haze you or punish you in some way. I'm just like, the fuck? Or think that, you're not taking this seriously. I'm like, this is coming from somebody who literally recruited almost thousands and thousands of people in an MLM, a multi-level marketing scam, just to get money. But say, if you bring these people in, like they literally, in one of the pictures when you talk about ranks, platinum 150, platinum 600, P1000, all that. I'm like, and literally the John literally is shaped like a fucking triangle, like a fucking pyramid. But they want to try to serve the narrative to make it seem like, it's not what you think. No, it is what you think. It is a legit scam. Like IML is a scam, forex isn't. Now you're probably wondering why the hell I'm talking about forex. So it was like one day I was at school when I was at a basketball game, and one of my friends, I think, I'm not sure if it was a jokingly matter or if he was dead ass serious, he said, Monty, Are you still in forex? I said, no. He said, can I join? I literally looked at him and started laughing. I said, no, do not join. And all that. I'm not sure if he was joking or not, but if he was joking, then yeah, I have a feeling he was joking, but that's what made me just talk about it. I've been thinking about talking about it for a minute, but I'm like, and again, I'm not, surprised. I'm not like, surprised or shocked about exposing IML because, on my entire Instagram, which is money 2 times __ instead of the S for times, it's the Z instead. If you look at my highlights, you will see that I talked about exposing IML, the truth about IML. You can just watch that entire highlight. It's just me talking about it myself and reposting other people's experience about what they went through in IML and all that. It's just horrible. Or if you find my TikToks, just go on there and you will see me talk about the truth about IML. And I believe I recorded 3 parts. So just watch it on there and you'll learn more about the backstory. But anyways, this is just like my experience, like why I left. So once I had, joined and got experience, like I said before, the early beginnings of it really wasn't that bad until I started to see the true colors. So I had this person who was my mentor, not my own one, just this is someone different, and I'm not gonna reveal her name because she's a minor. Well, now she's an adult, but I'm still not gonna reveal her name. But if you're watching this, I'm talking about you. I'm gonna just say this. When I first met her, she was sweet. She was really cool. I thought that I'll be really cool and friends with her. Until I seen the real side of her. This girl cannot take jokes to save her life. And she was just real sensitive about everything. But I really can't blame her because the chairman... Oh, you're probably wondering what chairman is. So chairman is another rank. Like a very high rank. Chairman? I'm sorry, the name of that rank is so fucking stupid. It's revolting. Chairman. The fuck? You got platinum 150 to platinum 2000, no, platinum 5000, my fault. And then you got fucking chairman 10, chairman 250, chairman 75. I don't even know. The names of these ranks are so fucking weird. Ugh. It's insane. And the sad part is, like, half of everybody that was doing IML is black folks. And I feel like that they was taking advantage of, black people's struggles and black people, hustling ambition for money. They didn't know. And I'm like, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, so yeah, my mentor, quote mentor at the time, she was a sweetheart and all that until I discovered her true colors. So I remember it was one day I was on a Zoom call with her along with other fucking people. Other people. I think one of them was a friend of mine. Mind you, we always just joking around, talking about our mentor, talking about the person and all that. Mind you, they was talking about calling her all types of names like stripper and all that. And, she said, oh, how am I this, that, and the third, and I'm a virgin. As a joke, I said, your mouth ain't. And then literally after I said it, everybody, yes, I'm talking about the people in that Zoom call. If you was there or heard that Zoom call, yes, I'm saying it right now. Y'all were dicking hard as hell over that joke. And trying to come at me for basically joking about the girl sucking dick. Like y'all wasn't calling her strippers or anything. And then the girl got offended when I said it. I'm like, bro, if you know how I am when it comes to joking. But when you getting mad about that, the shoe fits. And spoiler alert, it did. Like, it is the legit truth. But now I see why you got mad, baby girl. But yeah, so literally, this is what made me want to leave IML. Not only besides, the toxic environment with my mentor, because she was being so damn petty. Like, she was not talking to me. She was, not paying attention to my mentees. I mean, she did, but, just not me. Like, just legit pretending I didn't exist. I'm like, bro, if this is legit a business and you acting like this, people would have fired you already. And I tried to extend my hand out and talk to her, but she was being such a fucking petty bitch that I honestly still to this day kind of want to fight her. But she's not worth it. But I will say this to you. If you're watching this, please eat a dick. Like kick rocks. I mean, I hope that you're doing well, but I will never forget what type of person you were in IML. I'm not sure if you still is in IML. If you are still in it, I pray for your heart, girl, because them people are manipulating the fuck out of you, and you're not gonna make anything in life in that joint. You deserve better, but if you're still in it, I don't respect you. I legit don't respect you for the person you became in that company and how you treated people. Your heart is forever tainted, and karma's gonna come at you in some way or some other. So that mentor was one of my reasons that I left. Second reason, the toxicity of Cream Team. So Cream Team was owned, and I'm not really sure if it still exists. One of the chairmen at the time, Stefan Watton, yeah, I am revealing his name because he's an adult. But I only spoke to him for a brief bit. He's a nice guy, but then until I found out his true nature, he didn't do nothing to me, but he did something to the people in my group. Now, mind you, some of these people in my IML group, when we all left, I'm still friends with them to this day. I'm still friends with them. Like, I'm still friends with some of them. I still follow some of them. I keep in contact with some of them here and there. Because we knew better. And we got out of that sunken place. But yeah. So, another reason why, Stefan Watton and Cream Team was one of my reasons why I left. It was one night when he and some milk dud looking ass nigga, I forgot his name. No, Stoff. I don't know. Everybody called him Stoff. And they were doing a Zoom call, and they got mad because not a lot of people showed up. They were so into how many people joined the call that they literally wound up saying, alright, this people didn't show up, we're canceling this live trading because don't nobody want to show up. I'm sitting back here, I'm like, y'all forgot that people have a life. Some of y'all forgot that people have a life. Before they joined fucking that dumbass company, they had a life. Some people were working when they was doing forex. And I'm just saying this for the people who really want to say this. Some of y'all who legit quit y'all job just to trade from y'all phone are literally the dumbest people ever. I mean, if you can manage to do only trading and make good profit off it, okay, then maybe you don't need a job. And if you're independent, that's all good. But for people who legit was still in IML and quit their 9-to-5 job, I'm sorry. Y'all are just fucking stupid. So yeah, like when they canceled the call, everybody in that chat just became fucking animals. Like, we're just talking shit about one another, saying this, saying that. I'm sitting back here just looking in disgust. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all people? I'm like, y'all really don't need a live trading session. Y'all can just trade yourself. Like, haven't we, like, we've been, here's it, in IML, we got taught on how to use a harmonic scanner. And mind you, people who joined IML was taught how to use a fucking scanner so they can call their own trades. And the fact that there's people, grown ass people, getting mad because two egotistical bastards want to sit back here and cancel a live trading session because they didn't have enough people is beyond me. Why you get mad at people who didn't show up? Get mad at people that canceled it. The fuck? So that toxic environment, and this brings me back to that mentor. When I told her about it, she just shrugged it off. So yeah, that right there was my second reason why I left. And top it off, fucking Stefan literally ignored a man, and this is alleged. No, wait, no, this was actually confirmed because like the screenshots are somewhere in my highlights, but there was a man who had complained or wanted, like step away from his team so he could tend to his, like, so he could be with his family because unfortunately he lost a relative. They did not care. They did not care at all. And then when that guy left and joined another team called SBC, which I'll talk about in a minute, all Stefan had to say when he found out that guy hit platinum 5,000, which is another highest rank, that man said, "Damn, that should have been my GV." Now, GV is like a volume system, whereas though, if you have like enough people, your volume goes up so you can hit another rank. GV, PV, I don't know. Like, it's just when you join a lot of people, the GV or the volume will like go higher so you can hit another rank. It's like points, but it's weird. Like, I can't really describe it myself. Like, I would pull up the website for a reference, but I'm not sure if IML got shut down by the Feds, but that's another part of the story. So yeah, that part was another reason why I left, because of the toxic environment. And the icing on the cake, so this is how I mentioned SBC. So I actually switched, like me and my group at the time. This is what made us switch. So the leaders and Dynasty at the time was just like, I don't know what happened, but it was just legit out of nowhere that like one night or one day they was talking about switching, and I was still wondering what the fuck was going on. So I found out from one of my other mentors, who was a sweet person, by the way. I'm really happy that she's in college now. If you're watching this, I'm talking about you, baby girl. I hope you are succeeding down in that school. I'll be seeing you on Instagram. She told me everything about what happened and how Stefan was just being a dick and being disrespectful. And he said, and I quote, "I don't need y'all. GV gonna book up with or without y'all." And I'm just like, my nigga, you wouldn't even be in the position you are at if it wasn't for Dynasty and the others. So for him to say that was just really, that was just a dick move. Like, outside of IML, if we were all just friends and this man said, I don't need y'all, this and the third, he would have been the biggest dick ever and would never have friends. But this was like a quote business. So, literally after he said that, a lot of people left his team. I would just say this. That man wasn't a fuck. Let's just say this. That man's GV went from flicking to drip to dropping. Like, that shit was dropping. And I was like, this is what you get. You can't be talking shit about people and then expect them to help you out. This is what happens when you let money get in your head. Plus, it was alleged that when people used to like rent out Airbnbs for, team build up, meeting, hangout. I'm not really sure, and the nigga was barely even there because he was busy smashing some shorty, smoking weed and all that. But yeah, he was capping so hard on the calls. Like, this was all the quote chairman at the time. They be always saying, oh, you need to stop smoking weed, doing drugs, da da da. And yeah, they was doing the same thing. One of them was popping Percocets. So, yeah, half of everybody in that joint was some fucking hypocrites. Me, I can admit what I did. Yeah, I recruited people. Yeah, I should talk 9 to 5 people. I should talk half the time, when I was in IML, my story, because I was digging, and yes, I'm gonna say this, I was digging on IML so hard that I high-key lost sense of who I was. I legit, this is another reason why I almost left. I cursed out my own best friend who was in my group that I signed, that he signed up with me. I cursed out my own best friend. I was best friend with that man for almost 10 years, and I cursed him out. My heart broke when I did that. Think about it now, I still regret that. And I'm not supposed to regret anything, but me cursing out my friend was one of the biggest regrets of my life. Brody, if you are watching or listening to this, although I apologized to you before, I'm still sorry. I'm really legit so sorry about that, and I'm really happy that you left before me. So yeah, I stopped caring about being a platinum 150. I stopped caring about the money. I just wanted to trade. That's why I stopped attending the calls and everything. I wound up muting half the chats. So, with Stefan's dumbass situation of what he said and what he did, that's the reason why we want to switch into SBC, also known as Supreme Billionaires Club. This is going to be like my longest podcast episode ever, but it's worth it. So the Supreme Billionaires Club was owned by Javon Gloss. I don't know how to pronounce this nigga's name, but he was, no, my fault, not Javon, Jalen Gloss. Jalen Gloss. I don't know, but this man, he was like, you would say, the hype man of IML. He was, I think, chairman 750 at the time when I was in it. I'm not really sure, but he was like the hype man. He was, this man eats, sleep, and breathe IML and forex. And this is what he did. This man always be rocking all the ice in the world. I'm never gonna hold you. Yeah, he may be an asshole, but that man had bling. That man had a lot of bling on him. Now, I never really, got a chance to talk to him or anything, but from seeing his personality, he would have sounded like a cool dude. If I ever found out what type of person he was. So it was one day when I was in SBC, but I was just like, I think it was like summertime. When I found out about this, and you know, I think it was I'm looking at this. This was 32 weeks ago on my Instagram, because I'm looking at my highlights, but I have a video pulled up. Again, if you are watching this, just go on my Instagram. It's Mani 2 times, or Mani 2 times. Instead of the S, it's a Z, and it's 2 underscores. Just look on my highlight. It says the truth about IML, and then you'll watch it. And then there's my TikTok. My TikTok name is ×2 Mani. You will see stories about that. And then there's this guy who I follow on Instagram who dedicated his life, like who dedicated his time on exposing IML. His name is ish_2_funny. If you go on his Instagram, he literally dedicated his life, like his time, on exposing IML as well. There's a lot of people who exposed it, but anyways, so there was a video that I found about Jalen Goss, and this nigga was on Reddit. He was on Reddit, and he was, or at the time, 250. His account got taken down. Like, I'm literally just looking at it. This man's account got taken down. He doesn't exist anymore. But there's a video of him talking to one of his mentees who thought about leaving, and there was like a whole phone conversation, and the man was just like cursing her out, and he was disrespecting her, calling her types of bitches and all that. Like, again, the video is like a whole minute long, and then there's this guy Marco, who also takes his time out of the day to expose IML. He was one of the people that exposed IML as well, and I'm really happy about that. Then there's this guy named Kyle Pritchard. He exposed IML as well, and once IML got exposed, a lot of people, who, especially the ones who was in IML, they were shitting bricks. Like, they were scared. But yeah, like, everything started, like, I think they were getting exposed, like, way beforehand, but with that Jalen Goss video came out, like, everybody was just exposing everybody. There was one girl that was exposing named Kita, and she was saying on her live, she said, and I make money, so if you wanna make money, shut the fuck up and listen. I'm like, bro, if this is how your leaders are, like, mind you, in a real business environment, if you talk like this to your workers, they gonna fucking quit or report you. Because, no. But yeah, like, literally, when I started, doing the exposing IML trend, there was like a lot of people who were in IML. They were just following. They were just like watching my story. It was legit watching my story. So what? What we gonna do? Find something to talk shit about? Like, like, people, they were just like talking. Like, people, like, here's it. No. Before I talk about Jalen Goss, and SBC, when people talk about leaving IML Academy and their team, they will literally gaslight the fuck out of you. They would say, "Oh, you family, until you leave." People scream family until it is time, until they leave. Once you leave, you no longer family. They talk shit about you. They pretend you don't exist. People, niggas unfollowing you on Instagram. But it's like, oh, what happened to family? So there's no family anymore? Like, that's how fucking stupid and hypocritical the people in IML were. Excuse me about that. Like, they'll literally scream at you family until you leave. They literally will scream, oh, X, Y, and Z until you leave. The same person that leaves will be the same person that screams your family will be the same person that will talk shit about you once you leave. I won't be surprised if I found out I was being shit talked. Cause at the end of the day, even if I was, y'all gonna fight me? Y'all gonna confront me? Or y'all gonna text me? Exactly. And some of y'all, who I exposed in the group in the story, some of these motherfuckers have my number. And they never text me. But yeah, they was probably talking shit about me. Anyways, so yeah, back to Jalen. So once that video of him came out, everybody was exposing Jalen. I remember there was this one guy, I forgot his name. I think his name was like Nate. I'm not really sure. But he exposed him, and I can't really describe it. I really can't describe his name, but he was wearing like a jersey, and he was just exposing, Jalen Claus about how much of a dick he was and how he's gonna quote smack. And yeah, that man, there's a lot of people that want to smack him. And it was one message I don't even have, but someone else did. And there's this girl named Bad Gal QQ who has this is shocking, but she has 20 fucking highlight stories about how she survived IML. And mind you, like once she left and started exposing people, everybody was just coming at her. And I remember people legit went low. And when I say they went low, they went low. I'm talking about people, bringing up, like when people talk about leaving the group, this is how desperate some people are. They are so desperate to make sure that person stays. They talk about saying, oh, you sure you want to go back to your old life? Making fun of from working a 9-to-5 job. One person brought up somebody's suicide attempt. Someone brought up people's death. Somebody brought up somebody's relatives, like took a picture of them at work and all that. They will literally try to gaslight you or manipulate you by any way possible just so you can stay. And that right there, in my opinion, is the most fucked up thing ever. But they didn't care. All they care about was the money. So, and half of these people in IML who was talking shit or anything, I'm sorry, I think I honestly lost my train of thought, but they was literally like, just legit out here talking about one another. And I remember there was this one kid. I'm not gonna reveal his name, but he was talking shit about women, disrespecting them. He was suspecting the woman who was talking about IML, and he literally was just coming at them. But yet, this is the same man that had the mother of all skid marks in his boxers and on his ethicas. And then he was about how he had P5 and all that. But yeah, his back office basically is like, a system where you can see their, like, a person's rank. He was inactive. So, yeah. And not only that, IML got exposed. Like, people had, wrote reviews on this website called bbb.org. People yeah, it's just like the list goes on and on and on, and people was bringing up religion there. Like, people brought up God and stuff in there. I'm like, the fuck. I'm like, bruh, this is crazy. So, yeah, honestly, let's just say this. SBC themselves was a big fucking mess. And when I found out about that, and not only that, like, once the whole Jalen Gauls incident came out, and just more shit about SBC, and then not only that, IML was being investigated at the time, because Christopher Terry, who is the owner, like the founder of IML, made a whole video talking about how they was going to get shut down by the feds. So I'm like, how you an owner of your company and you about to get shut down by the feds? So as I was hearing about it, and I was thinking, because like, this is like, when I found out about this was like my official, like, unofficial but official last day in IML, because my group mates at the time, they was talking about leaving to start their own company. However, they'll hit me up of the prices and all that to join. So I'm like, okay. They never did, but it's all good. That's like, that moment right there, it made me just say, fuck IML, fuck forex. So literally, when Christopher Terry was talking about how they getting shut down and all that, so this is why here's why they got investigated. First of all, they was bringing kids in IML. You have to be 18 years old to sign up. They brought fucking kids, and I'm not talking about people who are under who are 17 years old. I'm talking about legit kids, toddlers, people who are fucking babies, kids who are fucking infants. You got preteens, 10-year-olds. Everybody was in that shit. And then I remember I saw a picture of a fucking dog hitting P2000. Like, a dog? Niggas was so desperate for money that they... Hold up, sorry. Niggas was so desperate for money that they invited kids. Like, they literally made a whole account just to sign up a kid. And then a fucking dog. These MLL people are so fucking stupid. It's amazing. So that's why I left, that's why I left IML. The last time I trade using forex, I used high frequency forex, which was HFX at the time. One of the brokers is a scam. IQ Send's a scam. Um, and I wanted to get some money, so I traded one last time, and I got money out of it, and I never looked back at it again. I'm actually happy that I left. Like, how long has it been? A year since I left, and honestly, I'm very happy. I'm very happy at where I am right now, because when I was in IML, my mental health wasn't all that good. Like, I kept having breakdowns. I was stressed out all the time because of it. Cursed out my friends and all that. And it was just really an unhealthy ass environment. So I'm gonna just say this PSA for anybody. If you are still signed up in any MLM marketing scheme, or if you still doing forex but you're in an IML themed company, or IML probably, I think IML changed their name to like another joint. I don't even fucking know what they are anymore. Like, they want to merge in with some fucking group. I don't even know. But if you are associated with any of that shit, get out. Like, just get out. That's all I can say. Because it's not worth it. Like, it's not worth it mentally, physically, and all that. It's really not that worth it. And people, they're just really disgusting. Oh no! And allegedly there was some guy on IML who was a rapist. Like, who was a rapist? Like, he allegedly assaulted people. So if you're gonna join IML, make sure you watch this video before thinking about it, because people are just crazy. So I found out the name of the new group that IML is named under. They changed their name to I Am Increase. So they did that just so they won't be associated with their past, but everybody already knows what happened. Not only that, your quote favorite chairman and mentor used falsely requested for the PPP loan, and he committed fraud. So half the people did it because, like, bruh. That's all I gotta say about it. Like, that's like my experiences on why I left, and the stories that I shared. So as I said before, if you want to learn about yourself, just type in the social medias that I have mentioned earlier, so you can learn more information about it, or just do your research. Go on, watch the videos on YouTube. Go on this guy's account by the name of Cap USD. He's the same guy whose Instagram is called Ish Too Funny. He actually infiltrated the calls and exposed them, and he had recorded some stories about people who had left, but shared stories about their experience with IMO. So, but yeah, it's, don't fall for MLM marketing schemes. Just don't do it. If you're an IML or I am Increase, just fucking leave. That money ain't worth it. You can trade without joining a company. You have to spend $235 to sign up, but $175 a month. Like, just don't do it. It's not worth it. You can literally legit learn this for free. There's a website where you have access to a whole harmonic scanner for free. I forgot the name of the website, but people in IML didn't say all this because they only just wanted money. They wanted money. And they would literally do whatever it takes just so they get it. Some of these people, sadly, stop talking to their family because of them speaking out against, trading. Every time, in their eyes, in their families, in their eyes, their family or anybody that they know is disrespecting IML, they literally cut them off. They are literally brainwashing motherfuckers in there. And if you are in it, get out. Get out before it's too late. If you are watching this and you're gonna be digging in my comments talking about, oh, you're this and a third, it's like, you're saying this now, but wait until like a year, to like a couple months, a year, and you see the real side of those mentors. You're going to come back here and admit fault. Because these are real stories about people who was in IML. We're not making this shit up. These are actual experiences. And unfortunately, people are just, so disgusting that they will legit, as I said before, do anything just to make money. I done seen people turn against one another, people cutting off their families, their own moms, everything. In the name of what? Money. And it's sad to say that half the people that was doing this shit are black. What does that say to you? Anyway, guys, that's the story about how I left IML and why I stopped trading. As I said before, like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe if you're listening to this on my Anchor. Subscribe if you're listening to this on my podcast. It's your girl, Mighty 2 Times, signing off. Have a good day.